Hello and welcome back to another edition of Three Money Methods Traffic Tuesdays. I'm your host, Jonathan Kraft, and we today are going to be talking about one great place for you to do two things with. One, to get traffic to come into your website via things that you post externally, and one way to get traffic to come to your site via things that you're learning from this website about what people are looking for. So the website is Yahoo Answers, and you can get there by just typing in Google Yahoo Answers, or you can go to answers.yahoo.com. And the whole idea behind Yahoo Answers is people can ask questions and other people can come and answer them. So, for example, here's a guy who asks the question, what should I eat for making 1,700 calories per day for gaining? Question for guys, your belly button rings hot. Let's say you had a blog about, technology stuff. Here's somebody who has a question about want to race or battle on Mario Kart Wii. You could create a post called How to Find Friends to Race on Mario Kart Wii. If you had a tech blog, you could also talk about what phone you think is suitable for this person, or play two sounds at the same time on Movie Maker. So lots of tech questions in here, but as you're reading through here, you'll also see there are other ones about travel. So, for example, how much for a taxi from Benidorm to Geelong near to Calpe? I guess this is a question in Spain, but if you have a travel blog, this might be a great question for you to answer on your blog. If you're looking for content to write about, this is a great place to learn. I'm a young African-American woman moving from Chicago to Houston. Good thing for someone with a Houston blog, or with someone who is looking to have a travel blog. You could talk about Chicago and Houston, the kinds of issues that people might encounter in Chicago and Houston. Here's geo-coaching puzzle that finds coordinates to a location number 4. So this is games and recreation, but it's also a travel question. So this gives you a great place to just find topics that people are already asking questions about. The other thing you can do is search. So I'm going to search in here for green buildings. Okay, and I know that we just posted on Green Enjoyment about this, so I'm doing this on purpose, but we might want to do an advanced search because we're pulling up all kinds of old answers. But if you do an advanced search here, you can find questions that are still open to be answered. And I have to set up a Yahoo profile in order to do this. You can, it's very simple. Okay, so we want the question status to be open questions, date submitted can be any time. So what is the going rate when buying a green horse? How does a small company get involved in going green? See, I was looking for green buildings, but what I was really looking for is how companies can work to go green in their own environments. And I know that I actually have a lot of the answers over here in this post on Green Enjoyment. So I can just basically copy and paste to answer this question. I'm the marketing manager for a small multimedia company under 20 people. We are looking to get involved environmentally going green. How can we get involved in a local community with little budget? Also, we are self-serving in the fact that we would like to get some recognition out of this. Alright, so you could answer whatever you wanted. Now this has already had a best answer chosen by voters. When did the going green phenomenon begin exactly, and for what reasons? Alright, so this is a great question. When did it change from a hippie tree-hugging thing to a mainstream thing? I'm doing a cultural analysis on this and I'm looking for some origin info. Any help is much appreciated. Website resources are great too. Okay, this is a question I can answer very easily using tools that we've already talked about. Seems to have become mainstream sometime around the same time that Al Gore's movie An Inconvenient Truth came out and won so many awards. I think the book Fast Food Nation also helped. Here are a couple resource sites you can use. Google Trends, and remember we've talked about Google Trends in other videos from Three Money Methods. Google Trends shows going green trending up about the same time as these books. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go www.google.com/trends. In Google Trends I'm going to type in Inconvenient Truth. Now this just happens to be a question I know the answer to because I operate inside of the green arena. You'll know the answers to a lot of the questions that people are asking in your arena, and that's the point of this. Going green, and let's type in Fast Food Nation as well. and supersize me. Alright, so if we look at this here, this is actually a pretty helpful graph for the person who is looking for when this became such a big issue. But really, look, going green doesn't really get really big until middle of 2008. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to copy the full web address here. So if I copy this, and I'm going to actually get rid of Fast Food Nation because it doesn't really help with the case that I'm trying to make, so I'm going to get rid of that. And supersize me is sort of on that chart, so we'll just leave that there for now. But what I'm going to do is then copy this web address and go back over to my Yahoo Answers here, and my source, to paste that there, and then another source is www.greenenjoyment.com. And then these are, so I'll just tell her something about Google Trends. Hope that Google Trends helps you out. Right? And I usually put my name in here when I'm answering a question or something because it creates a relationship with people. But now I've got two different web addresses in here. One is my Green Enjoyment site and the other one is this Google Trends search. Go ahead and click preview and my answer is down here. And hey, look at that. I've got two links. One of them comes right back to my website from Google Answers. So I'm going to go ahead and submit, and I've helped both to answer her question. Here's somebody who's interested in the market that I'm already involved with. I've got a couple of links now coming back to my website from this particular term, and if someone actually votes this to be best option or the best answer, then I'll actually get more points in Yahoo Answers, but I'll also have links coming back to my website from a question that got answered at Yahoo Answers. It's a great way to bring traffic back into your website. It's also a great way to find topics to post about. If I go from her open question here, it has a category called Green Living, and I can go into the Green Living category and find open questions in there to answer. I can also just look at past questions that people have asked that have gotten a lot of attention, and I can answer those questions. Check it out. Start using it. It's a great way to bring traffic back to your website and also to know what to talk about when you are looking for topics to talk about on your website. Thanks for visiting us at 3 Money Methods Traffic Tuesdays. Come back next week for another awesome video. We've got all kinds of great stuff coming up for you guys. Thanks.